Greetings, devoted fans of Days of Our Lives. Welcome back to the TV Days Drama Digest channel, where we dive headfirst into the turbulent, heart-wrenching, and downright scandalous world of Salem's most dramatic residents. Today, we're unraveling the chaotic, spiraling saga of Sophia, whose descent into madness has left viewers gasping, clutching their pearls, and frantically refreshing their streaming apps for the next episode. If you're itching to know how Sophia's story implodes in a blaze of betrayal and heartbreak, buckle up. This is a roller coaster you won't want to miss. A fire ignited by madness. Sophia's journey in Days of Our Lives has always been a tightrope walk between charm and chaos, but her latest actions have pushed her past the point of no return. The once cunning manipulator has become a ticking time bomb, her schemes unraveling faster than a poorly knit sweater. The catalyst for her latest catastrophe? A fire that engulfs Holly's dorm room at Salem University, a blaze that threatens not just property but lives, and Sophia is at the heart of it all. Picture the scene. Holly, the bright-eyed and trusting freshman, is fast asleep in her cozy dorm room, unaware of the danger creeping closer. A single candle flickers on her desk, its soft glow casting shadows across the walls. It's a serene moment, one that could belong in any college student's life until it isn't. In a drunken stupor, Holly, unknowingly drugged by Sophia's sinister hand, stumbles and knocks over the candle. The flame catches on a pile of papers, then a curtain, and within moments, the room is a roaring inferno. Smoke billows, alarms blare, and Holly's life hangs in the balance. But how did it come to this? Sophia, in a calculated act of vengeance, slipped a potent sedative into Holly's glass of water earlier that evening. Why? Because Sophia's world is crumbling, and she's determined to drag everyone else down with her. Her obsession with controlling those around her, particularly Holly, Tate, and Brady, has morphed into a dangerous fixation, fueled by jealousy, paranoia, and a desperate need to keep her secrets buried. The fire is no accident. It's the physical manifestation of Sophia's unraveling psyche, a blaze as wild and uncontrollable as the woman who sparked it. Heroes in the heat of the night. As flames lick the walls of Holly's dorm, hope seems lost until Brady and Tate burst onto the scene like knights in shining armor. The father-son duo, driven by instinct and adrenaline, brave the suffocating smoke and searing heat to pull Holly from the jaws of death. Tate, his heart pounding with fear for the girl he loves, cradles Holly in his arms as they escape the burning room, her singed clothing a stark reminder of how close they came to tragedy. Brady, ever the protector, ensures their safe exit, his mind already racing with questions about how this disaster began. The rescue is nothing short of heroic, but it's only the beginning of the storm. As Holly recovers in the hospital, her memory foggy and her body weak, Tate's relief turns to rage. He knows Sophia is involved, her erratic behavior, her cryptic comments, and her unshakable grudge against Holly all point to foul play. Tate confronts Sophia, his voice trembling with a mix of fury and desperation. "What did you do to her?" he demands, his eyes searching Sophia's for any hint of remorse. But Sophia, caught in her web of lies, deflects with a practiced smile, her words dripping with false innocence. The baby that haunts them all. At the heart of Sophia's downward spiral is a secret that threatens to destroy everything, the question of her child with Tate. Months ago, Sophia dropped a bombshell on Tate, claiming she was pregnant with his baby. The revelation sent shockwaves through Salem, leaving Tate reeling and his family scrambling for answers. But as time passed, Sophia's story began to fray at the edges. Her timelines didn't add up, her emotions seemed rehearsed, and her refusal to provide concrete proof only deepened the suspicion surrounding her claim. Tate, torn between doubt and hope, is desperate to know the truth. Is he a father? Is Sophia lying to manipulate him? The uncertainty gnaws at him, driving a wedge between him and those he loves. Every conversation with Sophia is a battle, her evasiveness fueling his frustration. "Just tell me the truth," he pleads, his voice cracking under the weight of his emotions. "Is there a child, or is this all some sick game?" Sophia's responses are maddeningly vague, her eyes darting away as she spins another tale to keep him tethered to her. Brady, ever the skeptic, refuses to take Sophia's word at face value. Years of navigating Salem's tangled web of lies have honed his instincts, and something about Sophia's story smells rotten. Determined to uncover the truth, he hires a private investigator, a seasoned pro named Marcus, to dig into Sophia's past. Marcus is a bloodhound when it comes to secrets, and Brady is banking on him to expose Sophia's deception. Her story doesn't add up, Brady confides to Marcus, his jaw tight with resolve. "I need to know if she's lying about this baby and what else she's hiding." Marcus's investigation is a slow burn, but the clues he uncovers paint a damning picture. Hospital records are suspiciously absent, witnesses contradict Sophia's claims, and a mysterious phone call to an unknown contact raises red flags. As Marcus pieces together the puzzle, Brady grows more convinced that Sophia's pregnancy is a fabrication, a desperate ploy to keep Tate under her thumb. But the deeper Marcus digs, the more dangerous Sophia becomes, her desperation pushing her to new lows. A mind on the brink. Sophia's life is a house of cards, and every gust of truth threatens to bring it crashing down. Between maintaining her fabricated pregnancy, dodging Tate's relentless questions, and evading Brady's investigation, she's stretched thinner than a tightrope over a canyon. Her once sharp mind is fraying, her composure cracking under the pressure. Late at night, alone in her apartment, Sophia paces like a caged animal, muttering to herself as she tries to keep her lies straight. "They'll believe me," she whispers, her voice trembling. "They have to believe me." But the cracks in her facade are impossible to hide. Her outbursts are more frequent, her temper flaring at the slightest provocation. Friends and foes alike notice the changed Sophia, once the picture of poise, now snaps at baristas, glares at strangers, and lashes out at anyone who dares question her. Her eyes, once bright with cunning, are now shadowed with paranoia, darting nervously as if she expects the truth to ambush her at any moment. The weight of her secrets is crushing her, and viewers can't help but wonder, how long can Sophia keep this up? Her mental state is a ticking clock, each lie adding another crack to her fragile psyche. Whispers around Salem suggest she's on the verge of a full-blown breakdown, her grip on reality slipping like sand through her fingers. The question isn't if she'll collapse, it's when. The road to Bayview. As Sophia's world crumbles, the specter of Bayview, Salem's infamous mental health facility, looms large. Known for housing the town's most troubled souls, Bayview is both a sanctuary and a prison, a place where broken minds go to heal or to be forgotten. For Sophia, it's a fitting destination, a grim inevitability for someone who's played with fire one too many times. Imagine the scene. Sophia, her hair disheveled and her eyes wild, is led through Bayview's sterile halls, her wrists bound by restraints as nurses murmur in hushed tones. The woman who once manipulated Salem's elite with a smile is now a shell of her former self, her schemes exposed, her lies unraveled. The fire in Holly's dorm, the drugged water, the fabricated pregnancy, all of it comes crashing down in a spectacular reckoning that leaves Sophia with nowhere to hide. But how does it happen? Picture a courtroom showdown, where Marcus's investigation lays bare every detail of Sophia's deception. Hospital records prove she was never pregnant, security footage catches her tampering with Holly's water, and witnesses testify to her erratic behavior. Tate, his heart broken, but his resolve hardened, confronts her one last time, his voice steady as he declares, "You've lost, Sophia. It's over." Brady stands by his son, his faith in Marcus vindicated, while Holly, still recovering from the fire, watches from the sidelines, her trust in Sophia shattered forever. As the truth comes to light, Sophia's carefully constructed world collapses. She screams, she pleads, she denies, but no one believes her anymore. The judge, unmoved by her theatrics, orders her committed to Bayview for evaluation, a decision that sends shockwaves through Salem. For some, it's justice. For others, it's a tragedy. A stark reminder of how far someone can fall when they let their demons take control. The fallout and the future. Sophia's commitment to Bayview isn't just the end of her story, it's a seismic shift in Salem's landscape. Tate, grappling with the betrayal, must rebuild his trust in others, his heart scarred by Sophia's lies. Holly, still haunted by the fire, faces a long road to recovery, both physically and emotionally. Brady, ever the patriarch, vows to protect his family from future threats, his faith and his instincts renewed. But what about Sophia? Will Bayview be her salvation or her undoing? Some speculate she'll find redemption, confronting her demons in therapy and emerging as a changed woman. Others believe she'll double down, plotting her revenge from within the facility's walls. One thing is certain, Sophia's story is far from over, and Days of Our Lives fans will be glued to their screens, eager to see what happens next. What do you think? Sophia's cataclysmic collapse is a masterclass in soap opera drama, a tale of deception, desperation, and devastating consequences. From the fire that nearly claimed Holly's life to the unraveling of Sophia's lies, every moment is a gut punch that keeps us coming back for more. But we want to hear from you, our fellow Days devotees. What do you think of Sophia's ending? Is Bayview her just desserts, or does she deserve a shot at redemption? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.